Facebook does not work anymore. Specifically, Facebook does not work if you're trying to promote something, whether it's listings you've created, videos, events you've created. Facebook just does not work anymore. Or does it? Now, what actually brought this to mind was a friend of mine, and I'm sorry if you're hearing this. I hear this all the time, but this just brought it to my mind and thought, Pam, you have to talk about this. So a friend of mine posted on Facebook basically saying this very thing. He's been a promoter for many years, and he would always post up his events, and he was finding that over the years the reach was getting less and less, while more and more people were liking his page and wanting to come to his events. He would post an event and it was getting such low reach. And then when people were saying that they were going, he was seen on Facebook that perhaps 30 people had said they were going to something, where when you actually went to the event, it was hundreds of people. So in the old days, you could look and you could see, oh, hundreds of people have said they're coming, this event's going to be a financial success. Whereas now, you'd have to wait till the day, and you just didn't know in advance because the Facebook reach was so pitiful. And basically he was saying that yes, this doesn't work anymore, and I've heard so many people say this. So today we're going to look into if this is the case, if there are any little cheats and workarounds, or if we should maybe just give up on trying to promote things on Facebook. But indulge me, if you will, on I want to take you back to a little story of how Facebook used to work and see if we can get it to be like that again. So I was reminded of an event many years ago. Oh, I sound so old, but reminded of an event a little while ago that two guys had heard of the zombie walks for Halloween that happen, I think, in some American cities. And they decided Glasgow, the area that we're in, place in Scotland, Glasgow would be great for a zombie walk. They wanted to do something like this. So they decided, they set themselves a budget of £25, around about $30. And they said, for that money, we will promote and buy all our costumes to have a zombie walk in Glasgow. They created an event, they shared it with their friends, and it kind of went pretty good. Let me share with you what it looked like. So this is a small part of it. It's really it's impossible to show you everything. It was a walk, started somewhere, walked through the towns, the police had closed the roads for us and everything, really cool. We were some of the first people into the park, and then taking pictures as more and more and more people came into the park, literally crowded out the park. And you can just see a small snapshot here. There's all different ages, genders, ethnicities. There's the works. And obviously the majority of these people did not know and were not in any way following the two guys that started this event, but its reach was just so huge. It was shown to such a great targeted amount of people. Now, as you've heard from the size of the budget, these guys did not advertise this in any way. They didn't pay for advertising. This was all through the reach of their event. Amazing. And just for funsies, here we go. See if you can guess where I am here. We had such a good time, but it was such a fantastic example of how Facebook marketing was an amazing thing. It worked so fantastically well in the right hands. And these guys, to my knowledge, didn't have a massive amount of experience on these kind of things. It just worked, and it worked so well. So are those days past? Now, if we go properly back into the history of how the Facebook feed worked, especially for things like business pages and trying to promote your stuff, what used to happen back in the day, you would post something and it would show up on everyone that was following you's feed. Everything came in chronologically. So when you posted something, it would be showing to everybody that had expressed an interest in you. And over time, obviously, when more people posted, it fell down away. But over time, that kind of got that there was more and more people on Facebook, more and more things being posted, so things got lost really quickly. And obviously, Facebook had to change their algorithm. They have to do this. So, what is the change in algorithm? And what can we know about this? What can we do about this? So, the fun and not ironic, but seemed ironic. My friends who'd posted this post about their events never getting seen, their reach was so low, how it was impossible to get seen on Facebook anymore. This post of them saying that reach is terrible on Facebook did really well. Lots of people seeing it, lots of people commenting on it. There was a huge discussion about it all. So, is that ironic or is that kind of how it works nowadays? And yeah, B, this is kind of how it works nowadays. So, as we said, that Facebook algorithm, it had to change because there's so many people on the site. Now, I'm going to cover firstly this quick elephant in the room. Is there times that we should just not do it? And that is if you know your demographic is particularly young people, what is happening is Facebook is becoming more for the older people, and the cool young kids are using it less and less. So Facebook might not be the right place to promote if your demographic is really young. However, for the rest of us, there's still a lot of people in your demographic that are on Facebook. So we should be able to reach them on there. It's the biggest platform pretty much still, apart from YouTube. But I've tried to talk you into YouTube already, but so many of you are scared to take that plunge. So Facebook's the place to go. So it's the biggest so far. Now, so how do we get seen if it's the biggest? Ads are generally not the way to go. Facebook ads are fairly complicated, and unless you really know your target demographic and really know what you're doing, and I'm not going to go into that on this video, Facebook ads can just be a money pit. They can be fantastic for people that know what they're doing, but I would definitely do a good bit of research beforehand. But the very fact that my friends post ranting about posts not getting good reach got really good reach gives us a clue into what's happening with the algorithm that we should consider when we're making posts. No offense to him, but him and so many other people, their complaints, if you translate it, basically says, I keep on doing the same thing and it's not working anymore. When you say it like that, that is exactly what they're saying. They've just said it in a different way. When you say it like that, yeah, it's not a case of Facebook's broke. We've got to stop keeping on doing the same thing. So, what is it that Facebook is going to be promoting? So, there's a couple of things to consider. Facebook's algorithm, it wants to show people the things that they're interested in. It wants to engage them and it wants to keep people on the platform. So we'll start at the end there. It wants to keep people on the platform. If all of your posts on your social media are links to go somewhere else, then that's not what Facebook wants. It doesn't want people to leave Facebook. It wants people to enjoy and be on Facebook. So, whatever in your business brand page or in your personal page or whatever else, you have to make sure that quite a lot of your posts are just dedicated to being on Facebook. And I know if you're using it to promote yourself, that's not great, but think about it. If your posts are not reaching anybody, wouldn't it be better to make less posts, but to have ones that are performing better? So slow down. Don't be posting every single day or or multiple times a day, thinking the more you post, the more chance of reach you've got. Take your time. Stop just posting links. Stop just posting things telling people to leave. Engage with people, and that is the second thing. Now, my friend's post that had no links, that had no telling people to get off the page and go somewhere else. So that's one reason why it went more viral, why it got a bigger reach. But the second thing is because people were engaging with it. The first few people that the Facebook algorithm showed this post to got a higher number. So Facebook tests and it'll generally show your post to the people who've been most interested in it in the past, even on a personal page. You might think to yourself, oh, I've not seen any posts by so and so in a very long time. And then you go and look and they're totally still posting. But because you didn't engage with their posts, when you've seen some of their posts, you weren't all that interested in them. So over time, Facebook shows you them less and less and less. And that is exactly the same with business pages. Facebook will show them to the super fans, the people who engage the most. And if they don't even engage in them, if they're not all that interested, then Facebook will say, this post, this one's a dud. We ain't going to show it to anybody else. So, because this post that he was posting about how his reach was terrible got those super fans, those people that were following him, they wanted to comment on that. So they commented on that and it got shown to more people. And the more people also commented on it. So now this was a post that the algorithm says, hang on, this is a good one. So it showed it to more and more and more people. So it got higher reach. So there you go. The more your posts are just you posting a link to something and expecting people to click on it, the less you're going to get seen. Each time Facebook's going to say, nobody liked the last post. So our group of super fans is initially smaller. And the less they like it, the less we're going to send it out to the next wave of fans and the next wave. And this is common across all of social media. We're on YouTube just now. Every video I publish does not get shown to all 17,000 of you wonderful people. It gets shown to a small proportion of that. And the more that let's experiment just now. If you've got to here, give us a thumbs up. And that will give next time I post, you'll be more likely to be seeing it. But also, the YouTube algorithm will say, hang on, people like this. This is why your YouTubers are asking you to like and subscribe. People like this, so let's try showing it to more people. Sally there liked it. Let's show it to Tracy. Tracy likes similar things to Sally. And then they'd show it to other people. It's exactly the same on Facebook. So two things. As a Facebook user, your friends that you want to know what's going on with them, like their posts, comment on their posts. Don't just scroll past. If there's something that you like, hit the like button and then you'll keep seeing your friends' posts. But as a business, as someone trying to promote something, you've got to experiment and have a look. As we said, don't just post links. Don't keep on posting links to take people away. Post things to engage them on Facebook. And engage is the important thing. Experiment with different types of posts. You can share things that you found interesting that might be interesting to your followers. You can post conversations. You can ask questions. You can post funny pictures of your cat falling down. And 1 in 3 times, maybe make your post advertising links to the other thing, uh, an event that's coming up. But again, don't just post. Don't just post exactly the same way as you always do. Experiment. What kind of pictures are doing a little bit better? What kind of things do you say? Do you ask a question when you're posting the link? And then go back and look at your reach for each of these posts and see which is getting the best reach, which is getting the best engagements, which are getting the most conversations, and double down on that. Don't keep on posting the same thing and saying it's not fair. Facebook's not showing me. Facebook's not showing you because the people that it's showing you to didn't like what you were posting. So post better stuff, experiment, make it good. It's not a case of just posting and people will see it. Post the stuff that people are interested in. And that is the harsh truth. Facebook is really still possible to do really well on. Possibly not Glasgow Zombie Walk well. However, you can still reach a lot of people, but know your demographic, know what they are interested in, and post things that they are interested in. So let me know in the comments below, do you try and promote yourself on Facebook? Has it been going well? And are you going to try something different? Let me know in the comments exactly what it is that you're planning to try different. Are you going to change your photography? Have you thought of some questions that you could ask your followers? Anyway, I'm Pam Duthie and I punch microphones. Catch you in the next video.